Hey, Nat.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
We're back at it again.
Back at it again. So welcome back to In Session with Ange
And Nat.
And we want to say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
And Happy Holidays. We're obviously very festive and in theme. I have to point out the socks. Oh,
I don't have socks, but
she has the cutest sweater on.
we're here. We're good.
Love it.
This is my sweater.
It's so cute, so festive. I love.
It's my mom's.
Shout out Khaltorim.
Shout out Khaltorim.
So today's episode is titled, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but it's titled The Ghosts of Christmas Past.
It's so good once you hear what the topic is.
We're very excited about this title.
The Ghosts of Christmas Past. Shout out Charles Dickinson. Great story.
Shout out.
Yeah.
So what does that mean? What does the Ghosts of Christmas Past mean? Why did we want to make an episode revolving this? So our topic for today is going to be about, drum roll please, ghosting.
Oof.
Yeah. Ghosting.
Tell us about ghosting.
Ghosting. So honestly, you guys, especially around this time of the year, I don't know why, I feel like I get more questions, like as a therapist, than ever of, you know, whether I hear people are experiencing a lot of ghosting. I hear a lot of like whys, like, what do you think went wrong? What did I do?
During this season?
Especially during the season. I mean, it happens in all seasons, but especially around this time.
That's actually very interesting.
It's very, very interesting. And my personal theory is that I think some people, like when we're talking about like romantic relationships and ghosting and that sense of things, I think a lot of people think when it comes to like holiday times that, you know how, like, remember when they used to say, what is it called? Like cuddle season or what cuffing season.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people get an idea in their heads that they want a relationship around this time, you know, like,
oh yeah,
they're not maybe consciously thinking like, oh, I want it around this time, but around this time with the holidays and all the like
the cute dates and the
cute dates and the
like,
lights and the like love in the air, that a lot of people think that, hey, maybe I'm ready for a relationship. And then they try to get into one and then come to find out that they're not ready. And so they ghost, they leave.
They ghost.
Yeah. So how would you define ghosting? Like, what does ghosting mean to you?
I feel like it's when you're kind of like talking to someone and it gets to a level where it's like, oh, the vibe is like, it's vibing right now. Like there's some kind of chemistry, and then all of a sudden just the other person just goes ghost on you. Like
vanishes.
Just vanishes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people have experienced this.
Yes.
Many times in their life, because it's like, it's so common, especially in our age.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in the day, our parents didn't have phones.
Right.
I feel like I don't know if they experienced ghosting, but I think it's like a new thing that people experience.
Yeah.
Because of social media, and because it's so easy for me to like not care about your feelings because you're just somebody across, like,
and on a screen.
Online. You're just on a screen.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel like I can hurt your feelings.
Totally. Especially when you've never really experienced the relationship in person yet. Like if it started off like just through like texting or social media or whatever, and then you never got the chance to really experience that person in like real life or go on a date. So I feel like it maybe even adds on to that, like of a less human, you know what I mean? Like it's just someone just texting, you know, like you don't realize and recognize that there's a person behind that screen with actual feelings and emotions and has a heart.
It's crazy because if you really think about it, like many of ghosting scenarios is like you said, there's no face-to-face interactions. There's not really like a foundation that is being built there, other than like, you know, you've put in time and energy to trying to get to know this person, and then all of a sudden it's like poof. But like, I feel like ghosting has such a negative effect on you as a person, because it's like, oh my God, like, what did I do? What, you're in your head, you're questioning everything. You're like, I wasn't enough. Like, wow, this person thinks like they can just do that to me. Like, there's so many questions in your mind that can like go out of control.
You start spiraling. 100%.
You start spiraling, and like, it's like for an unwarranted relationship. Like this relationship has no significance, but it's like in my head, it was like a stab to the gut. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
That is such a good point. It's like there was not like a lot of feelings involved. Let's say you're just getting to know someone. I mean, there's different layers and levels to ghosting for sure. But like, let's say you're just starting to get to know someone. So like actual like real deep feelings maybe haven't evolved or developed yet, right? But then after a situation like ghosting, you are very hurt for the most part. So it is like, okay, like, why am I so hurt? Like, but I think it's because of that. It's because it's reinforcing this idea that like, maybe it was something wrong with you. Like maybe like I did something wrong. Maybe I said something wrong. Maybe, you know, like whatever. You start getting into the whys and the what if I would have done this or what if I would have said this. And that is a rabbit hole that is so hard to get out of, I think, once you're in that, you know?
Yeah.
Have you ever ghosted or been ghosted?
So I've dated one person my whole entire life.
So cute.
It's so cute. I've never really experienced.
Yeah.
I gave people chances, but I have ghosted, but I don't think I've ghosted. Like I've never let it continue to like be like, oh, okay, I gave you so much energy and then all of a sudden I didn't. Like I'm just out of it. I just feel like, okay, the first day of conversating, I'm like, this isn't going nowhere. Yeah. And I have ghosted. Yeah. If that's considered. Yeah. It is considered ghosting.
Yeah. It depends on, again, how you define it. And I mean, it is a form of ghosting for sure.
Yeah. Like someone's trying to get to know you and like, it's a form of rejection. Yeah. Maybe that's what kind of hurts about it. It is a form of rejection. And that's like that hurts the ego.
Yes. 100%. I love that you said that because it is a form of rejection. And I think what makes it worse is it's a rejection without a reason. Does that make sense? So it's like left you in the unknown of again, going back to the whys, it leaves you in the like what did I do? Like, was it me? Like, was I not enough? Was I like, you start questioning your self-esteem.
And you have no closure for it.
You have no closure. And you know what? I feel like you say there's no closure, I think, when something like that happens. But then if you really think about it, that is your closure. Like, that is all you need to know. You know what I mean?
Oh, I like that. Yeah. We're just like, oh, okay, I dodged a bullet.
Cool. Let's move on.
I saw your character.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. And I think I want to touch on that a little bit because my next question was going to be, why do you think people ghost? Like, what do you think the reason is? Because I hear this a lot and I get asked this a lot, like as a therapist of like, why did he just stop answering me? Why? Like for some people, it's like, it's really heartbreaking. Like for some people, like they get into a relationship and, you know, this other person is wanting to give them the world and they're being very like responsive and they're being very like attentive to them and caring. And you could say love bombing in a way. And then out of nowhere, it's just like, they're gone. And so I do hear this question a lot of like, why? Like, why? Like, I just want to know why.
Why do you think? And like, have you experienced anything that like gave you more insight to this?
I think that people ghost. From my experience as a therapist and my personal experience, I think that people ghost when they are emotionally unavailable. So I think, I don't like to say that like it should define a person, like just because you ghosted. I mean, I've ghosted before, like, again, like you said, not in a very like big dramatic way, but like I have like ghosted before and I've been ghosted as well. So like, I don't think that it is a like defining thing of someone's character. I don't think it's like you're a horrible person because you did this or you're an evil person or whatever. I don't think that at all.
People have their moments.
People have their moments. And not only that, I think people go through different times and seasons in life.
So true.
And that's okay. It's not excusing ghosting. I also don't get me twisted. I am not excusing to just like completely ghost on somebody. What I'm saying is that it's understandable that people go through different seasons in life. And sometimes people don't know how to communicate, you know? And so when I say emotionally unavailable people, I think people that like to avoid conflict and confrontation, which a lot of people do, you know, so I feel like, okay, like maybe that person is either going through something personally in their life and they realize like, you know what, I'm not ready for this. They just don't know how to say that.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, they
like
just
they don't have the verbal the words to express how they're feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Or maybe they don't even know how they're feeling.
Yeah.
Or maybe they really just were not into you. Like maybe like that too, you know?
I feel like some people genuinely can be into you, but they also have like a fear of commitment or like a fear of like wanting to like they probably have such a negative self-image that they have fucked up so many things in the past that like, oh, once it starts to get serious, it's like, oh, well, I'm afraid that this is gonna like end up happening and end up turning out like the last time, and I'm gonna be the reason for it, and I'm gonna hurt this person.
Yeah. So let me just like completely just go ghost.
Go ghost. Which is like,
again,
you hurt the person.
It's like, well, you're doing what you don't want to do.
You did exactly what you
we're trying not to do. And yeah, and I think, you know, I totally agree with that. I think it's just some people just seriously just don't know how to express what they want to say, and they want to avoid that like icky feeling of confronting and being honest and straight up and like.
Where do you think that comes from?
Oh,
like I know it's avoided attachment style.
Avoidant
attachment style.
Yes. Yeah.
But it's just like, do you think that comes from like their parents or does that come from like, environment? I mean, we know about avoidant attachment style, but I just want to hear your opinion.
I think it comes from, first of all, the environment that you grew up in. Obviously, if you grew up in a household that, you know, talking about your feelings and your needs and your wants is not very normal, you know, it's, you know, it's not that it's looked down upon. It's just not normal. Like you don't do it. You don't come home and your mom doesn't ask you like, hey, honey, like, how was your day today? Like, how was school? Oh, you got in a fight with somebody. Oh, how did you feel about that? Are you okay? Like if that is not explored at a younger age, then people just grow up with this idea of like, oh, like whatever, you know what I mean? Like, it's not like, I don't know how to express what I'm feeling because I never had to. No one's ever asked me. And when they do now as an adult, I don't know where to start because I'm just like, I'm not used to this. Like, this is something new for me. I think another big thing is obviously the parents. I think the way you grow up, I already said the way you grow up, but when I say parents and parenting, I think a lot of it comes from whatever your parents made you feel like you needed to do, you did, if that makes sense. So like, let's say I grew up with a mom that, you know, it's an intergenerational trauma. So like, let's say I grew up with a mom that is very like, she gets very irritable at things and like anything I do can overwhelm her. So it makes me feel like, okay, well, now I need to suppress like the way I'm feeling and like my responses and reactions to things because it's like causing this for you. So like I, from a very young age, learned to suppress what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Me to suppress what I'm feeling because I don't want to do too much. I don't want to be too much because someone very early on taught me that the things that I was doing was too much and it's not, you know, okay. Yeah. So, okay, we can go into a whole spiel about avoidance. We can go into a whole spiel about it, but I do from everything, you know, I do think that it's a lot of emotional unavailability. It's a lot of, I want to avoid the icky feelings. I want to avoid the discomfort of saying it like it really is. And what you don't tend to realize in that moment because you're so ready and to avoid the situation and just get out of there is that the other person on the other end of things would have way rather respected you just being upfront with them and being like, hey, like, listen, no matter what it is, like whether it's like, I'm just going through a lot right now, can't do this. I am like, I'm just not feeling it. Like I thought I was, I just want to let you know and be honest with you. Great. Like, I think people don't realize that when they're doing the ghosting because they're just so ready and quick to like, okay, I can't do this. Let me leave. Let me escape.
Let me leave. Let me escape.
Yeah.
And how do you think that affects the other person? Because I know
ghoster,
like, the ghoster
or the
ghostie.
The ghostie?
Like the person who's getting ghosted.
Oh, the person who's getting ghosted.
Like, what do you think that brings up for them? Because I know so many people, like, that can bring up so many different things, like abandonment issues if they did have, or like the fear of rejection, or just a bunch of like not feeling chosen. And I think that's like a big thing.
Self-esteem issues.
Yeah,
a lot of self-esteem issues.
Ugh.
I think it depends on the person that is getting ghosted and where they are in life as well. So
what does that mean?
Okay, so to elaborate on this. So I think that no matter what, it's not a fun feeling to get ghosted. No matter how confident you are in yourself or in what you did, you're still going to have the what ifs and you're still going to have the questions. Now, I think where it separates and where it can get either very spirally and you're going through a black hole versus like you move on is that some people get very stuck in the past of like, what is it that I did? It was me. It was me. It was something I did. I wasn't pretty enough. I wasn't funny enough. I wasn't fun enough. I wasn't good enough. I wasn't responsive, like whatever. And I think that more is like, okay, well, let's talk about now your relationship with yourself. How do you feel about yourself? Right? Because if you already don't have a good relationship with yourself, adding something like that on top is just a nightmare.
That's a nightmare.
That's horrible.
That would be terrible.
Terrible. So like, but on the other end of things, if you're a person that's already pretty content with who you are, like, like, okay, obviously it didn't feel good to get ghosted. Obviously it wasn't like the best feeling in the world. But at the same time, I know who I am. Yeah. I know what I bring to the table. I know, the kind of, energy that I have and give to the people around me. And truly, I don't think I did anything wrong. So then that kind of person already has a little bit of a better relationship with themselves. So therefore they have a better outcome to an experience like ghosting, if that makes sense.
They can talk themselves out of it because their core beliefs are like, no. Like, I have so much to look forward to. I have so much to like be proud of. That, like, I don't know, like your image of yourself, the way you start out and like the experiences you take really shape how you react to the situation. Yeah. If that makes sense. I don't think I worded that correctly.
No, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Like you have to start out thinking like who I am as a person, and then add an experience to that. And then your whole like environment shapes the reaction you're going to give to that situation. So what would you say is a way for someone to like cope with that? Like, how do we cope with ghosting?
That's a great question. How do you deal with it? What do you do?
You're just looking at each other.
What do you do?
How do you do it?
What would you say? I want to hear your thoughts on this. How would you feel like someone that, just got ghosted and they're questioning and giving themselves all this, like, what was it? Why was it me? Like, what would you say to them?
As you were talking, I was like kind of like self-reflecting. I was like, maybe I never gave people chances because I'm an avoidant. And I wanted to avoid the chance of rejection. Like, I never even wanted to step foot in an environment where that could cause a reaction for me to get rejected, because that would hurt way too much.
You don't want to see it. You don't want to smell it. You don't want to taste it. Yeah, nothing of rejection.
Nothing of rejection. Yeah. And so, like, I really protected myself there. But at the same time,
that's a really good point. Yeah. What? You protected yourself.
I did, but like for the wrong reasons.
Yes. But I think that's what it is for a lot of people, that like maybe you are feeling the relationship. Maybe it's going great. And that's what scares you too. For some people, Maybe not, it wasn't for you. Maybe it wasn't the case for you. You're protecting yourself from the bigger thing that may happen, the I might get rejected, right? But what about someone that's not rejected? It's very clear that you're getting responded to. You know, this person's pretty into you. So then why?
You know, actually, now that you bring that up, wow, this is like my therapy. Now that you bring that up, I feel like when I first started dating George,
Shout out George. We love you, George.
I had those thoughts in my head of like, oh, well, it's only a matter of time where he like realizes like I'm not good enough or I'm not funny enough or like blah, blah, blah. And like he leaves or rejects. But like at that time, I like built myself up to be like, well, no, you are. Why would you think that? Like I was counteracting it with my brain because I learned to feel content with myself before I even stepped foot into that relationship. But sometimes like the negative thoughts are always going to try to come at you.
Yeah.
You just have to know how to combat it. Like you have to know how to like, I'm not going to allow my fear to determine my future.
Okay, I love that.
That was like a thing when I started in the relationship. I was there and that was like my whole theme of the life of like, no, I'm going to give someone a chance, even if it doesn't work out. And I'm not going to let fear get the best of me because that's letting the devil win.
Okay.
And so like in my head, that's where I reworked it of like, no, keep going and just take a chance, take a risk. But I feel like a lot of like other avoidance, it's like, they probably were like me prior, where it's just like, like I want to, I want a relationship and I'm going to try. But the moment I start to feel like, oh, like maybe my own insecurities. Yeah. Does that make sense? Like it, like, again, it has nothing to do with the other person. It has to do with everything you're experiencing as like a ghoster, if that makes sense. Like, I'm starting to feel insecure, like, oh, she's probably going to pick up, or like, he's probably going to pick up of like, I'm not good enough. He's going to pick up on it at some point. And that's a thought some people go through in their head. And I'm being vulnerable. Like,
it's all coming out.
Like, I'm not good enough. And so like, I think when you start to feel that, sometimes your reaction is run, just go, relieve. And those thoughts did come, but I was just like, no. We're not going to go to the old habits of how you just literally let everything go. You don't try, you don't do anything. You don't experience life because you're scared.
Yeah.
So
that's so beautiful, Nat.
Yeah. And look at me now, bro.
Look at you now.
We're engaged.
Our girl's engaged. Wait, so
conquer
then,
your feelings.
How did you, like, for our ghosters out there that like do feel that way sometimes, like they do feel like they've like, you know, got in the way of their own self because of their own fears, you know, whether it's commitment or, you know, fear of whatever it is, what would you say, like what advice would you give? Like, how did you get to that point where you were like, you know what, this time I'm going to rework the way I'm thinking about it. And I'm going to give myself and this other person a fair chance.
First of all, I don't recommend, if you're in that state of mind, to even seek a relationship out right now. I think you need to seek a relationship out with yourself. I think that's where
Preach.
Like, I really do. Like, you have to learn how to like love yourself essentially. Yeah. And I think, because I remember it was the day I did meet George. I tell this to everyone. I literally was at that party at the baptism and I was just thinking in my head, Lord, I'm content with myself.
I love this story.
I really like, I feel so at peace. If you decide to deliver me this man at 35, then so be it, or 40 or whatever it is. But like, my life is great. My life is blessed.
I'm content.
And I'm content because I know my ability and my strength and my capability of in this world, in this lifetime. And whatever that purpose is that you want me to fulfill right now, I'm ready to fulfill it. And that night, like magic.
It's crazy.
It was just like, okay. And
there you go.
I know a lot of people say that, like, well, I am content. But it's just like, no, I've said that multiple times before. Yeah. But I never felt it. I never was genuinely like, yes,
I'm good.
I accept your will.
Oh, yes. I love that.
And so like, it was in that moment that it happened. And that was so reinforcing to like see God deliver that way. But also like, I guess that's what I would tell them. It's just like learn to have that relationship with yourself and heal from it. Like exposure therapy, like let yourself, I don't know, let yourself do something daring that you didn't want to do and like be okay with it. I don't know. What do you think?
I totally agree with that. And I think that's one of my favorite stories ever. I love it so much because it just goes back to everything that like we know as, you know, Christians, that we know as therapists, that we know as, you know, just people, is that once you let go, and this kind of brings up the law of detachment that we were talking about the other day. But once you let go, those things will come to you. And it's when you realize that you are so good with where you're at in life. You know, you're so good with who you are. You're good with the people around you, with where your life is. And that extra person will just be a blessing. That will be a very beautiful addition to your life. But that person doesn't make your entire life, doesn't make or break, you know? So if you feel like you're in that moment in life where you're like, I'm so good with where I'm at, and like, you know what? If it happens, great. And if it doesn't, like, okay, that's fine. And you're good, then you're good. And like, if somebody wants to join you on that journey, the more the merrier. But if not, like, you're good, then I think that's truly 100% when you know, like, you know what, like, I think that's when things start happening for you, you know?
For sure.
And so.
What about the ghostee? The
ghostee?
What would you say is helpful for them?
The person that did get ghosted?
Yes.
I think it's a really tough situation because it depends. It depends on the situation that the person was ghosted in. It depends on what feelings were involved. It depends about like how long. Overall, I think everyone that's been ghosted has felt like on different levels. Some people a lot, some people a little bit. But they have felt that rejection. They felt that like, like I wasn't wanted, you know, I wasn't chosen, like you said earlier. And then it like definitely at some point or another, it's going to create some, you know, like why, like what did I do? And it starts.
Do you think it
turning
also
towards you
brings a feeling of embarrassment?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I think that's a really good point. I think. Yeah, totally. It's an embarrassment, you know?
Embarrassment is like, for me, it's so hard to overcome. Even though like I'm the type of person, I laugh at everything. Like I'm just like, haha. Like
I embarrass myself on the daily.
It's literally I start like spazzing in the middle of nowhere and I'm like, oh well. But like at the same time when it's really embarrassing and it's like, oh my God, people are gonna start looking at me like this. The
what will people say syndrome.
That's the next episode.
That's the next episode. Yes, 100%. But then again, you check yourself. Like, what did I do that was so embarrassing? If anything, you should be embarrassed. Like you did not have the emotional capability to come and say, hey, this is where I'm at and this is what I want. So it's not that. Like, I don't think that the person that was ghosted should honestly, like, I know it's easy to feel embarrassed, but check yourself, remind yourself that there's something going on in that person's life. That's okay. But it had nothing to do with me and everything to do with them. Again, not in a bad way or a good way. That's just what it is. So my advice for someone that's gotten ghosted is that remind yourself of the qualities that you bring to the table. Remind yourself of, all the good that you have done and you've, you know, provided, and the beautiful relationships you do have in your life, you know, with the people around you. You know, it's not all about the romance. Like,
it's really not.
Look at all the relationships you've maintained in other areas of your life, you know, like whether it's at work or school or, you know, friends, family, like you do, and you are able to maintain relationships and people choose to be around you. Like, they really do, you know, look at your life. And so if it's that one person that's
so beautiful.
Thanks.
People choose to be around you.
People choose to be around you. So if it's that one person that didn't, well, you know what? Have a nice day and we move on. We keep it pushing. And that's it. You know, I don't think it feels more dramatic and deeper in the moment. But when you really take yourself out of that perspective and you recognize like, wait, there's so much more.
Yeah.
You know,
kind of like the zooming out.
it's
thing
zooming
we talked
out
about
last episode. Yeah.
Yeah. Like zoom out and then you'll see like, hey, maybe it wasn't me. Like this person was going through their own thing. And like, it's really so minuscule when you look at the grand scheme of things of like the life God has planned for you. And like, this is just a bump on the road.
A little bump on the road.
Get through.
Yeah.
But it builds your character.
Yeah.
You've been through such a hard thing that like the next time it's like, you know your worth.
100%.
I'm not worth good riddance. No, I'm going to work and put in effort and commitment and show you how much you deserve to be loved and treated with an abundance of respect. Yeah.
I love that so much. And I think that picking out the weeds, 100%. And, you know, I think that, another piece of advice is when you start, okay, it's easy to spiral. We've said this, right? It's easy to spiral and think of why. I think that's the biggest thing for anyone that's been ghosted before to try to overcome is the why. Like, why was it me?
Ooh.
Yeah, 100%. It's the like, why me? What did I do? All of that, right? I think it's really important it's hard. It's hard because it's hard reality. You may never know the reason. That's one thing with getting ghosted is that you don't get that closure, right? You don't get the reason. You don't get the, hey, this is why this isn't working out for me. They just leave, right? They just vanish. So you don't get that. So you're left with these questions. You're always going to have these questions and you may not ever know the answer. And that's the hardest part about it. But once you get to that conclusion that I may never know the answer, first of all, that's a little relieving. Like, what is the point of stressing and keeping myself up at night and like, okay, but maybe it was this. Okay, but maybe it was that. Okay, but you're not going to know. You're never going to know unless you want to go walk up to that person and be like, why did you ghost me?
Slaps in the face.
You're not going to know, you know? So don't stress about it.
Yeah.
Let it go, you know? I know, and it's easier said than done, but because you're never going to know, let it go.
That was good.
That was good.
That was really good.
Me. Thanks.
Say it again. Okay,
what did I say? Just go. I don't remember. Whatever. Anyway, just let it go. And again, I think the biggest thing I said this episode and the thing I really want to emphasize is that you not getting closure is closure. That's all you need to know. You don't need to know anything else. You know,
true.
That's it. And then
that's so beautiful.
Move on. You keep it pushing. You go on to the next and allow yourself to still be open, because I think that's another thing that gets a little hard after a situation like that is like, then, you know, it does create that fear of like, is this going to happen again? Like, is this going to happen with the next person I become vulnerable with?
Yeah.
Because some people do get to a place of vulnerability when they're like getting to know somebody and they finally like are able to like open up and like share their feelings and share these like deep parts about them. And then it feels like, you know, that person didn't respect it enough. So it can be hard for that person to like move on and to, you know, feel like I'll be okay like the next time around, you know?
That's actually a really good point.
Yeah.
But it kind of ties
you can like
back
guard
into
yourself,
the, like,
close yourself back up.
Don't let fear determine your future.
Mm-hmm.
Because then you're just only going to restrict yourself of good things too. Like, yeah, maybe sometimes you will protect yourself from the bad, but you're also restricting yourself from the good. And it's like, wouldn't you rather take the chance to find something great than not find anything at all?
Yeah. What matters more to you? Hey, if it's closing yourself off forever and like you're like, you know what, I'm good, I don't need, like, that's fine, that's great. But why are you doing it? Are you doing it because of fear, or are you doing it because you truly don't want it? Right. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
self-reflection
is huge. I think a lot of people also like, oh my God, I can, you know, keep talking about this. I think a lot of people maybe that ghosts also have some sort of fairy tale thinking mentality of what it's going to be like, right? Especially people that maybe aren't that experienced in relationships. Like I can say I'm not like super experienced in relationships by any means. But I think a lot of people that go into like, they have an idea, right? okay, like I know this person, I've seen this person, so I have an idea of them now, right? So because I have this idea, and because we're humans, we already created this expectation that this person is going to give us, right? We're expecting how it's going to be like. We're going to, you know, like we have this idea of what it's going to be. And a lot of it can seem like fairy tale mentality. So like when you actually start getting into that relationship and you're actually like messaging and getting to know that person, you don't realize that like there's a lot more that comes with it than, you know, just like having fun and messing around or whatever.
Fun and romance. And all this fun stuff.
Or you're putting pressure on the way you're supposed to feel. You're putting pressure on the way you're supposed to like, you know, like.
Is there a way you're supposed to feel or act or go out?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, but a lot of
everyone has a different experience, and something
I agree.
I face personally, it's like, oh, this expectation of how it's supposed to be. There is no expectation.
There is no
expectation. Made up. It's a construct.
It's a construct. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I think a lot of people that like get into, maybe that's another reason why could be, again, there's so many whys, guys. There's so many reasons that it could be, but a lot of people have this idea and expectation of what it's going to be. And then it doesn't meet their expectation, and that's fine. It doesn't have to, but they don't respond to it in the best way.
Yeah. What would you say to the person that like has experienced ghosting like time and time again?
Oh,
where it becomes like, well, you're telling me all this, but like this keeps happening. And so like they form this idea, well, then it must be me because it keeps happening to me. What would you say to that person?
I would say be, what's the word? Maybe not aware, but look at the patterns of the people that you're giving these chances to. What do they all have in common? Does that make sense? Like, who are you giving your heart to?
That's great.
If these are the people that are ghosting you, like what are the red flags? What are the green flags? What, you know, like.
Let's make a list.
And then also, you can't be self-aware too. You can't be like, okay, well, what am I doing too? Like,
That's
I'm
true.
not saying like, sometimes, you know, I don't want to say fault, like it's not your fault, but, you know, maybe there are things that, you know, I am doing that could be better, you know, or could change, or maybe some people don't like love.
I like that you said that, because sometimes like we should self-reflect and we should be like, okay, maybe I could do this next time. But it's like, it is hard with ghosting because you don't necessarily like
know what you did wrong.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like you didn't even do anything wrong. It's just maybe the only thing that we did wrong is we keep going for the same people,
the same pattern.
And like, it's about recognizing what that pattern is.
Yeah.
What does that look like?
Yeah. What does that look like? What qualities do they all have in common? What is, again, a red flag about those qualities? What is a green flag? You know, maybe let's switch it up. Like maybe instead of like going for like the bad boys and like the ones that like, you know, like.
But you know what? Sometimes even the good boys.
Oh yeah. No.
Turn into the bad ones.
Oh, totally. 100%. Yeah. But like, you know, just like as an example, like instead of going for one type of person, like maybe like think of like other, you know, other qualities, you know.
That's a really,
maybe you're going for the emotionally unavailable people. Maybe that's what you're attracted to and you don't even know it.
Maybe it's like self-work that you have to do with yourself first, because it's like, it seems like there's a type that you're attracting.
You're attracted to, you know.
Or you're attracted.
And why are you attracted to them? Yeah.
And like, why are you attracted to that? Are you trying to fix? Are you trying to like, man, there's so much you can uncover here.
There is.
I never even thought of it like that.
Yeah.
That's a great realization.
Yeah.
Huh.
So I would say to the people that this happens to repeatedly, you know, one thing is like check on the patterns that you're like going, like, who are you attracted to? What is this partner, you know, that you're seeing, like, how do they emulate the other partners that you've tried with? And also some self-reflection, you know, maybe asking a trusted friend, like asking a friend, like, hey, like, what do you think? What are your thoughts? Like, sometimes it's like easier to like have someone tell it to you than you see it in yourself, right? Like it's so much easier when a friend, like for a friend to see it rather than you know? Yeah. So maybe like going to a friend and being like, hey, like, I don't know if you want to tell me this or not, but like, you please be honest. Like, what do you see? Like, what do you think you know, that I could be doing better, or that, you know, that you saw in that person that I didn't see in that person, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what advice would you give me? Someone that you trust and value their opinion.
Yeah.
So I would also say that too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Man, the ghosters.
The ghosters. Man, these ghosts of Christmas past.
The ghosts of Christmas past.
Focus on the ghost of the present. And he is telling you today is the day for you to start reflecting, start working, and start just being a better you.
Yeah.
Today.
I agree.
And yeah.
And a reminder that if you can't let go of your past, then you cannot move forward. You just can't.
You really can't.
You can't, because, you know, it's going to affect so many other parts of your life. And like, you know, again, like future relationships you might get into. And it's just like, so the one thing is let go. And the way that you can let go of that is literally imaginative. What is imaginative therapy? Image therapy? When we like picture, like we imagine like a thing, like a lot of things,
what was
like
it called
therapist brain not working.
work,
But literally
solution focus.
No,
it was. I know what you're talking about.
it's like image, like imaginative. Okay.
Whatever.
Point being,
It's fine.
One of the things that we do in therapy is we literally like, this is like, you know, it sounds so silly, but it works. But you basically, you close your eyes and you picture a scenario. So let's say it's like you're at the train station, okay? And the train obviously is like moving along, right? The train stops every now and then. So you put the things, like the thoughts, the things, the feelings, or whatever that you want to let go of on this train, okay? You literally imagine taking the thoughts out of your brain, putting them on this train, right? And you watch a train go away. Like you literally watch it go.
I love
And that's a visual representation of letting go, you know? And so that's one thing. I think focus on
imagery.
I said imaginative.
Imagine your imagination.
Imagery.
Yes.
Yeah, but that's my thoughts on ghosting.
Yeah, don't let the ghost haunt you.
That was great.
Mic drop.
Like, out of everything Nat said today, this was gold. This should be put in like textbooks. Don't let the ghosts haunt you. I love it. I love it so much.
Ebenezer Scrooge didn't. You know?
He didn't. No.
He could have focused on, oh my God, I'm a terrible person, or like just, you know, tore himself apart. But he made a promise to look towards today and the future. Like today, I'm going to make a promise to do better, to help out the poor, to be less greedy, to do this, to do that, so that my future will be brighter.
I love that.
That's what he did in the Christmas thing. And that's what I recommend for you guys today.
I love that so much. Speaking of letting go of things, what are some like holiday habits that we can, so like things that we can, obviously, like we're entering a new year, 2026 is coming up. And I'm sure there are things we want to like let go of and, you know, move away from, move forward, and some things that we want to, you know, grow in instead. So what are some things that you would say you'd want to let go of for this year and you want to grow in next year?
Okay, one thing I want to grow in and let go of. Okay, one thing I want to grow in.
Or like keep and like then let go of.
Yeah. Oh, keep
or grow in, whatever. Do you want to grow? Do you want to keep? I don't care. Whatever. But just,
okay, let's start with something I want to grow in.
Okay.
I want to start using the word no more often because
boundaries.
Should I go on a tangent here? There's just so many things on my plate right now. Like I got this and I got that and it's just like a lot. So it's just, and I can't say no to any of it. Yeah. It's just like, no, I have to be there. Like, no, I have to do this. I have to go to this event.
I have to film this podcast.
I have to film this podcast. But sometimes it's like, no, you don't. You don't have to.
No, but you do have to film the podcast.
Okay, I do have to film the podcast.
No, I know what you mean. Yeah.
And then put work on top of it, bro. Yeah. It's just like a lot.
Like trying to keep a social life.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But it's like, that's not the thing I want to forfeit. It's those are the things I can say no to.
But it's like,
I don't want to say no to those. Right. But then it's like, well, what do I say no to?
Pick your battle, yeah.
You pick your battle, but also like for me personally, like just I'm a people pleaser, guys. I really am. And it's something I'm working on. And I just feel like if anybody asked me something or like told me like this is how you should do it, I'm always like, yes, you're right. I never like stand up for my own like opinions or stay firm with my beliefs. And like I feel like I experienced like some moments like that this year where it's just like I feel like I'm not strong enough to say like to stay firm to what I want. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but it's not that you're not strong enough.
Well, it's not that I'm not strong enough.
Yeah.
But it's just like sometimes I feel weak in those moments and I want to bring out what I already have in me, which is my strength. It's just I need a way for me to like bring that out.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my work, my journey for this year.
I love that so much.
Because, you know, you want to grow stronger each and every day. And I don't want like the world to tell me where to go. I want to be able to decide it in my head that this is where I want to go and I'm going to go there. And I'm not going to let your opinions like affect me.
Influence me.
Yeah. That's been a struggle. What about you?
Well, so then wait, what do you want to like, then what do you want to let go of? Is it the people pleasing part of you or is it
the people pleasing and the perfectionism?
Okay.
I just feel like everything needs to be in order. Like I've already told you I have OCD, self-diagnosed, but
she thinks.
I think it's just like, I feel like we literally, this whole podcast is healing for me.
I swear, you guys, selfishly, we're doing this for ourselves, for our own healing journey. It's been so healing. So if you guys actually want to like come get healed,
come get healed is crazy. Okay, John the Baptist.
No. But like, come join us, be a guest on our episode, and like have a therapy session with us.
Guys,
it's not actual therapy, please.
It's really not. It's kind of fun. It is fun.
Yeah, but this isn't like therapy. Don't get it twisted. But like, it has like therapy, you know, effects. Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Where was I?
OCD. Healing.
Yeah. So I want to reduce perfectionism. I want to let go of people pleasing. I think they go hand in hand. And I want to live my life according to how I want to live it without the influence of the world. So yeah, I would be letting go of some of those things. How? I don't know. I will let you know.
We'll figure it out
next year.
Okay. Next episode.
I'll let you guys know how I'm going to do that.
Yeah.
But I think it all goes with like being self-aware, self-talk, and just sometimes putting yourself outside of your comfort zone and just like, okay, I'm going to do this thing and I'm not going to care about what anybody says. I'm just going to do it. And if people talk, but at least I got past that hurdle of like that, like,
yeah,
you get it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. And I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's a great thing to work on.
What about you?
I love that you mentioned learning to say no, because that's something I've struggled with probably my entire life. I've never really known how to say no for the benefit of me and like put myself first in those situations. I swear recently I'm just like also like I'm just so overwhelmed with like so many things I have going on in my life, like this and that and that and that and that and that. And it's a lot. And so not only that, but like I think also like, I'm sure you experience this too, but like as a therapist, like you get a lot of, you know, of course, like you work with the people that you work with your clients and it's great and it's at work. But then you leave work and you feel like you're working outside of work as well. Like you feel like a lot of people are going through so many things and, you know, they confide in you and they want to come to you and they want to like, they value your opinion, which is such an honor and it's so sweet. But I think it does sometimes take a toll on me personally. Like I'm like, like it's a lot. It feels like just like something like sitting on your chest. Especially, you know, when it's people you know and you care about and you love and you want them to be good. And so like, anyway, sometimes you feel like you don't have like time for your own problems is what I'm trying to say. You don't have time for your own like things that, you know, also a human. I also go through things. I also feel things. And it doesn't mean like I say this in a way of like, oh, stop coming to me with like things like, no, please, I'd rather you come to me and you talk to me. It's just a way that I have to figure out like how I can balance it with my own stuff too. Like I'm also allowed to talk about the things that I have going on. I'm also allowed to say that like I'm sad or I like need help or I like am tired. I'm allowed to say that. And I think I have to allow myself to say it. It's not that no one allows me. It's not that no one gives me the space for it. It's just that I don't give the space for myself because I'm always like, no, but other people's problems matter. Yes, they matter more than mine. They're going through bigger things than I am, you know?
Yeah. And that's a therapist thing. Like, you know, people do come to you. And I see that for you a lot because I feel like you're so like caring and like you give that energy off and it's so loud. And so like, I feel like people gravitate towards you because of that. And it's like, sometimes I do think people can neglect like that. Hey, you even though because you look like you're so put together. Does that make sense?
Thanks, Nat.
Like you really do. You carry yourself with such grace and such like you got it all together. And so I don't think people but I don't think people like would think like, oh, Angie has her own problems too and like she needs that person she needs me to be that person today. Like, oh, Ange, don't cry.
No, I'm such a baby today. Thank you.
No. But yeah, I'm telling you the truth.
I really appreciate that.
I think because I see you like that. I see you as like, you walk in with grace. Like you walk in like, I have it. I have such a great image of life and a great perception and you give so much to other people. And like, genuinely, like I can never say one bad thing about you. I'm so serious.
I will cry. Shut up.
I'm so serious.
I don't need this right now.
It's like a 10 out of 10 person. Like I'm just being so for real.
No, she's not.
Like, no, I really am.
No,
like I can't say one bad thing.
I think the same about you.
You're so
and if
selfless.
Not more, I love you and I appreciate you so much. And I appreciate everything you just said. Huh?
I can be a little bit.
No, you know what? We all can be when we want to be. And that's fine. Yes, that's needed. Yes. That is so needed. I really do appreciate that. Meant a lot. That was really sweet. Thank you, Mayna. I think the same and even higher of you, honestly. But yeah, and you know, I do think that I started getting emotional because it's so funny because I've been asked that once before. Like someone literally said to me, like, Ange, like I feel like people come to you all the time, like, what's going on with you? And when they asked that,
I bet you broke down.
I did. I started crying and she's just like, what's going on? Like, why are you crying? And I'm just like, that was the first time I think anyone's ever asked me, like, what about you? Like, what's going on with you? Like, people ask me, of course, but that was in such a sincere way of like, I see you, I hear you. I'm like, and I want to check in on you at the same time, you know?
Yeah.
I'm fine, guys. We're good. We're fine.
You need to talk to me.
Thanks, Nat. I love you so much. I love you. I really do. And I appreciate you so much. We can't really we look so awkward doing that. But yeah, and I love that we're doing this because this is kind of a healing for me too, you know, like
it really is.
I feel like it's a chance to like be vulnerable and to share and to talk and like to let like people know that like, I love that you said like, you feel like I walk around with so much grace and like that I'm put together, but like I'm not. And like, I want like, I'd love for people to know that like, who is like, I'm not put together and I don't have it all figured out. And I really do struggle sometimes. And, you know, like, I don't like that sometimes, like, you know, like it's great in a way that like you're seen that way, but at the same time, it's like, no, but that's not the case. That's not real. That's not me, you know? So yeah, it's like, this is a place where I feel like we can like talk and share and be vulnerable and show these parts of ourselves that maybe people don't see. People don't know that. Like, you know, even like my closest friends maybe don't see this side of me, you know? So,
and you know, it's actually interesting because obviously we're friends outside of this, but like when I see you outside of it, I feel like maybe because we're just having fun, we're just doing things. Like we don't really sit and have like deep conversations. Like I feel like we do,
but about like the world and like life and God and like we don't talk about like our feelings
or like what we go through or like this and that and like which we should as friends.
Totally.
But I just feel like, again, part of our culture is like you keep everything inside, you bottle it up and you ship it away. You keep moving. But so it's been like a pleasure to actually be able to sit and talk about these things because I see like a different side of you here where it's just like you feel a lot more like free and like I can talk and open up and like share what I have to say this time.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like, I love that. I love the space for this.
I love that too. And I love that I see those sides of you too. And I love how like honest you are in these. Like this is like we're just complimenting each other at this point. They're like, guys, wrap it up. We're done. We've heard
Literally,
enough.
we've tuned out, bro. We're out.
Probably out of this by now. But no, seriously, I love the honesty that you bring and the vulnerability. And I also love so much. And I admire that so much. It's not easy to be honest and it's not easy to be vulnerable, especially because we are out up and we live in our community, you know? So
it's a learned behavior.
It's a learned thing.
It really is, because sometimes it's like, I found it healing.
Yeah. And
I find it healing because when I talk about it, or like when I'm open about it, I can, it's like it's not a part of me anymore.
Yeah.
It's out. Yeah. It's out there and I can actually laugh about it.
Yes.
I can actually like look at the situation and see it in front of me and like problem solve. And like, okay, we're fixing it here and now, rather than like, okay, I'm bottling it up and I feel suffocated and my emotions are getting the best of me.
Totally.
So it's definitely learned over time because I was that. Let me just hold it all in, girl.
Yeah. And you see how that like explodes in different ways, you know, when you keep suppressing it. I'm sure, like whether it's anger or you're trying to like, you know, like with other things, like you're trying to push it down, you know. So I love that this is that space for the both of us and that we feel safe enough to do it.
I love that.
Yeah, me too. Yay. So that's it for our episode for today.
With In Session with Nat and Ange. Please keep sending in messages for Therapy Thursdays. You guys, we're at 5 now.
Nah. We're okay. We're good. But keep sending your messages. All 5 of you and plus some more, please. But yeah. I hope everyone has an amazing Christmas and happy holidays.
Happy holidays, guys.
And we will see you in the next episode. Bye.